A partial government shutdown, but the EPA's newly confirmed administrator says that shouldn't slow down the timeline. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock reports.
The head of the EPA says it's a new day for agriculture in his agency, and he's focusing on delivering a new WOTUS rule for American farmers as soon as possible.
Last week, our new proposed waters of the U.S. definition was published in the Federal Register. There's a 60-day comment period, so we're encouraging everyone to please take a close look and comment on the proposal.
Last week's public hearing on the rule drew considerable attention, and despite the interest, Wheeler says the comment period will not be extended, given the rule has been published on the agency's website since December.
One has already been out there for 60 days prior to publication, and second, right now we have a patchwork of waters of the U.S. regulations across the country, 22 states, 28 states. What we need is finality. We need to provide the certainty to the American public, so we need to move as quickly as we can.
Official comments can now be submitted to the Federal Register, and Wheeler encourages all stakeholders to speak up. But he also emphasized that producers across the country need clarity.
The property owners should be able to stand on their property and be able to tell if a water is federal or not, without having to hire outside professionals.
The new rule also makes efforts to define the difference between federal and state waterways, and Wheeler says was written with a careful eye to withstanding challenges in the courts. Critics say the new rule emphasizes profits over protections for natural resources, a claim on which Wheeler pushed back.
Our proposal would ensure that America's water protections, among the best in the world, remain strong while giving states and farmers the ability to manage their waters in ways that best protect their natural resources.
Wheeler says the new WOTUS should not impact other federal water projects, including the Clean Drinking Water Act. He says EPA and Army Corps of Engineer scientists have already begun to meet to decide which waters are in and which are out of the new rule. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, due to a recent court decision, the 2015 WOTUS rule is in effect in 22 states, while the previous definition from the 1980s is in effect in the other 28.